Hey y'all, it's Sky and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you some things that you can make for the upcoming back to school season. Me personally, I don't really do back to school shopping and stuff like that anymore because when you're in college, you just use the same like notebook, same pencil, same everything for the next like 4 years of your life, honestly, and you really don't need anything else. And I've also put myself on a little bit of a timeout for shopping because I just bought some new shoes. I bought my Sambas and I didn't need to do that, so I'm not really getting anything for the back to school season, but I can make things for the back to school season to kind of satisfy that little itch that I get for back to school shopping. So I'm going to show you 3 things that you guys can make and crochet for the back to school season. Here we are. This is my yarn collection. This is where I store all of my yarn. And before I'm allowed to go out and buy yarn, I have to come in here and find some yarn to make these projects with because I refuse to buy any more yarn because I have a whole box of yarn right here. This is the problem with my yarn box collection. There's always like this section in here where it's like super tangled. But I'm not going to deal with that right now. Just going to cut it and call it. Okay. I think I found a couple of things that will look cute. So I have these loops and thread yarns. I have this one cream one and then these 2 blue ones. So I'm gonna probably make my like sweater piece maybe out of these. And then I also have this purple and this white that I could also find something to do with. Okay, now I'm gonna go on Pinterest, show you guys some inspo photos for the projects that I'm gonna make. I've decided that for my first project, I'm gonna be doing a top-down sweater with the blue and white yarn, and so I think that'll turn out really cute. But yeah, so I've just started right now with the neckline. I chained as much as I wanted for my neckline. I didn't want it to be like a true sweater neckline. I want it to be like a little bit like off the shoulder, a little bit looser around the neck. And then now I'm doing my double crochets all the way around, and then I will do increases in 4 different spots to create the front and back panels, and then I'll do the sleeves. Guys, I absolutely hate crocheting into the chain. It takes so long. I've been doing this forever, it feels like. So I've done 1 stripe of white, and I think I only want to do 1 stripe for the whole top just because I feel like that'll be like kind of cute and like different instead of doing like a striped shirt. But here's where I am right now, and I want it to be a little longer than this bralette. So I wanted to just have a little sliver in between the shorts and my like top, you know. So yeah, and then you can also wear it like this as well if you want to. You can do it off the shoulder, or it can be a tank top. This was going to be a long sleeve, like a sweater. It's so hot in Texas, and it will be so hot for so much longer that I just can't even bring myself to do that to myself. So I'm not going to. I'm just gonna make it a cute little top like this, and then when I'm done, I'll do some cute little finishing stitches around the border. But yeah, this is it. And then I'll probably just check back in when I'm like at the length that I want to be at, because there's nothing else going on for this top anymore. Like, I've done all the increases. I literally just have to work around, especially since I'm not doing sleeves. I literally just have to create a tube now. So my room is a mess, quite frankly, but yeah. So here is my sweater finished. She's finished. She's nice and long, and I steamed her. Added sleeves too also. Forgot to tell you guys about that. I decided, yes, I was gonna add sleeves, even though it's like off the shoulder sweater. I felt like sleeves was just, I know it's supposed to be like that. You guys know it needed sleeves. It needed sleeves. So I gave it sleeves. I like the 1 stripe. I'm glad I was gonna do the stripe on the sleeves as well. And then I wasn't really feeling it. I'm gonna clean it up, take the yarn off and stuff like that, and show you how I style it and all that fun stuff in the next clip. But I really like this sweater. I like how it came out. I know what you're looking at and you're like, this is a off the shoulder cropped semi see-through, not really, but like a little bit see-through sweater. How is this for back to school? How is this school appropriate? And that's why I chose this specific cut for this sweater, is because it's super customizable. Whenever I link down like tutorials in the description, you'll see how easy it is to make this sweater the way you want it to. This is a top-down sweater, and I like that because you literally start at the neckline. Instead of making it so wide and chaining so many spots like I did, I made a very long amount of chains. Just reduce your amount of chains to fit purely around your neck and just be a straight up like neck hole, obviously, that you can fit your head through as well. And then also for the see-throughness, I would just use thicker yarn. It'll fill right on up. I have an example. This is the first top-down sweater I ever made. As you see, it is not see-through. It is a much smaller neckline, and I wear this every Thanksgiving, so it's nice for, you know, cooler times. Not necessarily full cold winter, but when it gets cooler, super nice. Same pattern, thicker yarn, higher neckline. And then I obviously, instead of having it cropped, I made it longer. So this is the exact same pattern, and this is obviously a more school appropriate crochet piece. I just had to make a summer version for myself because, like I said, taught, and I couldn't make another one of these right now. I just couldn't do it to myself. I started working on my second project, which this is those little cat hats. Now I've actually started making one of these before, and it didn't turn out very good at all. It looks honestly pretty horrendous, but I'm gonna try again for the sake of this video because I feel like these could be super cute during the back to school season if you are allowed to wear hats in school. If you can't do that, it's also getting cooler around the fall time, and you can wear a cute little hat outside on your way there, and you can wear it until they tell you to take it off. So as you can see, this is not like my best cat hat. I'm honestly should have made it even tighter stitches, and I've made, like I said, I've tried to make a cat hat like 3 times and they've all come out really bad. This one I think looks the best. It actually has like the ears and stuff, and it's not the worst, but it's also like I still feel like there's like a certain look that I'm trying to get to, and it just doesn't look like that yet. But you know, whatever, it shouldn't be this hard. Like, this is such a beginner project and it tears me up every time. No clue why, but yeah. Anyway, so this is my cat hat though. It's this cute little purple color, and I want to like add more stuff to it. Like I feel like it's just too, like, you can see straight through it, and I don't like that. So I kind of want to do like this like yarn threw up on my hat type of vibe. Like I was trying to look for inspo pictures right now, so if I find some eventually I'll put them in, but if not I'll just put in like a drawing or something that I like made. But I want to do like this kind of like yarn threw up on my hat vibe, where like the yarn is like kind of scattered all across the front of it, like that. So first I'm gonna brush this out so it's like super like fluffy, and then when I'm done with that, then I'm gonna hot glue the yarn onto the hat, or like find a way to attach it to the hat so it's like, you know, like that vibe. Here is what it looks like all finished with all of the yarn. I added these stars in felt. I mean, of course, the better way to do it was to crochet it or to have fabric and sew the stars in, but I only had felt, so we're really working on a limit. I definitely would do this again and make it like the way I really want it, but I think the concept is cool, and this is the first time I've ever done like that messy yarn look. And then when it's on, I have ponytails in right now, so it's like not the best fit, but you know, my little cat ears, super cute, super da-da-da. I don't know if I'm gonna actually wear this piece. I'm gonna be really like, I like the idea, I like the concept, and I would do it again. I really like the vibe, but I want to add like you know how they have like those colorful safety pins and they clip those in. I want to add those. I want all types of little charms and stuff. Like I want it to just be like so like customized. So even like for me, this is still not like finished, even though it has like all the stars and stuff like embedded in it. In the yarn, I'd still add like the safety pins and all like the little clips and charms and stuff that I could add onto it. and then I feel like it would be like truly like customized. And that's why I kind of like it for like the back to school season, because anything you can customize is a lot of fun. Like I think everybody should make a cat hat, but like then making it fun and like silly is also a lot of fun, because cat hats don't take a lot of time to work up themselves. I think this one took me like 2 hours to crochet, and that's because I was doing a whole bunch of other stuff, and then I was also watching Game of Thrones on top. And if you've watched Game of Thrones, you know it gets so dark and you have to literally stop what you're doing and like try to lock in to see what the heck is going on. So yeah, but I finished this little cat hat. I kind of like it. I kind of do like it, but I would definitely add more stuff on. Like I want it to be like super like jam-packed and like quilt lettered, you know, like I kind of want it to be like a lot. But yeah, that was my second one. Okay, so for my last project, I actually am kind of gonna cheat just a little bit, because I actually started this project like 4 months ago and never finished it. So yeah, and the thing is, the project didn't even take me that long to actually do. I just gave up on it, and then I got back into it, and then I gave up on it again. And you know the pattern for the past 4 months. So I have this fuzzy hoodie that I've been making out of granny squares and this yellow yarn. Let me try it on for you so you can see what we're working with. I have footage of me making this piece, but it's so scattered that I know that me later not gonna want to go look for all of that. So I'm not gonna even do that to myself and say, oh, like roll the footage, because I would just have to cut it out, because I know I don't want to go find that. So my last project piece that I think that you guys should all try to attempt to make in these last couple of weeks before school starts and fall starts officially is a hoodie. Like I said, started making this like 4 months ago, and no, it does not take 4 months. It would take you maybe, if you are a beginner, 3 weeks. If you are a moderate like me, 1 week. If I locked in for like 1 week, I would have finished this, and that's including me going away, taking breaks throughout the week. Like it honestly, 3 days to make this. It's literally a pullover, and you know, actually it's a pullover with a hood, and this is my first time doing a hood and also doing the specific type of granny square. That's why I say like 1 week, because it's my first time doing this granny square and then also adding a hood to any of my pieces. But I've made the hexagon pullover, and it took me what, 2 days, give or take, because I think this is really cute. If you want to not do a hoodie like with granny squares, the hexagon pullovers are also super cute and good for like the fall and school. But I just started making this one, and so for the sake of this video, I'm gonna finish it because I think it's really cute and it should be done. I should have been finished with this weeks ago, months ago. So I'm gonna finish it up right now. I'm catching up on my Lollapalooza weekend. I missed Olivia Rodrigo. I saw Sabrina Carpenter on Hulu, but then I missed Olivia Rodrigo. I missed Tyler the Creator, and then I'm also, like I said, watching Olivia Rodrigo. I'm finishing up her side now. Okay, so here's my hoodie. This is it with the hood on. My hood isn't perfect. I actually ended up adding a couple more rows up at the top. I flipped it inside out, so any strings that you guys see are gonna get cut. There's no pockets on it because I just don't care to add pockets on it. But yeah, here is my sweater all done, or my hoodie. Here is my hoodie all done. I really like it now that I finished it. I think that the granny squares are pretty cool, and I think that if I ever was gonna do this again, I would do not this yarn. I like how soft it is. This is really nice and cozy, and I feel like this is a lot of fun. But I would do one solid color, and maybe so you could just see everything like better. But yeah, I think it's pretty cute. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed all of these fun pieces for the back to school season. I feel like they are all different types of styles and like vibes. I feel like all of these pieces are so customizable and so like easy to make your own. And so I really feel like that is the fun of making your own clothes and crochet. It's just making it your own and having so much fun with it. But with all of that said, that is it for today's video. So if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!